Imagine this, a billionaire, dressed in a tailored suit, rushing home in his luxury car, when suddenly the headlights catch something unexpected, a woman curled up on the pavement, clutching a little girl in her arms, both drenched in the pouring rain. Most people would drive past. But what happens when he doesn't? What happens when wealth collides with raw humanity in its most vulnerable form? Stay with me till the end, because this story will shake your heart and remind you that sometimes the richest people are those who choose to give, not those who only own. The night was unforgiving. Rain poured down mercilessly, soaking the streets, scattering even the bravest of passers-by. Cars honked, people rushed under umbrellas, and the city lights blurred through the heavy curtain of water. Ethan Cross, a billionaire known for his cold business instincts, sat in the back seat of his sleek black car. His driver weaved through traffic as Ethan glanced at his phone, scrolling through numbers and contracts. For years, he had been defined by his empire: steel, glass, and power. But that night, something unusual tugged at him. Just ahead, through the streaked windshield, Ethan saw it. A figure huddled by a lamppost, trembling. As they drove closer, the blurred shape became clear, a young woman holding a little girl wrapped in a thin, tattered blanket. The child's lips quivered, her cheeks pale, her small hands clinging desperately to her mother's soaked clothes. Ethan's chest tightened. Without thinking, he spoke. "Stop the car." The driver hesitated, confused. Billionaires didn't stop for strangers in the rain. But Ethan's voice carried a weight that left no room for refusal. The car slowed to a halt. Ethan stepped out, his expensive shoes splashing into puddles. The rain stung his face, but his eyes stayed locked on the woman. She lifted her head just slightly, revealing tears streaming down her face. "Please," she whispered, her voice almost drowned by the rain. I just need a place for her to sleep tonight." The words hit Ethan harder than any business negotiation ever could. For the first time in years, he saw not numbers, not deals, not profit margins, but humanity. Fragile. Desperate. Real. He bent down slightly, speaking softer than anyone had heard him in years. "Stay here tonight," he said. "I won't let you spend another minute in this rain." The woman blinked, disbelief in her tired eyes. People had ignored her all day. But this man, this stranger, was offering shelter. She didn't know his name, his power, his wealth. All she saw was a hand extended in kindness. With hesitation, she let him guide her and her daughter into the car. The warmth of the leather seats was like stepping into another world. The little girl, exhausted, immediately laid her head against her mother's chest and closed her eyes. As the car drove off, Ethan didn't look back at the city. For the first time in a long time, he wasn't running toward profit. He was driving toward something else, something he didn't yet understand. The car pulled into the long driveway of Ethan's mansion, its golden lights glowing against the dark storm. The woman gasped quietly. It looked like a palace. She tightened her hold on her daughter, unsure if she belonged anywhere near this world of marble and chandeliers. Inside, the staff rushed to greet Ethan, but their jaws nearly dropped when they saw the soaked woman and child. Ethan didn't explain. He simply said, "Prepare a room. Warm clothes. Hot food." The woman, whose name he soon learned was Anna, stood silently, still trembling. She had been strong for her daughter all day, but now, in the warmth of the mansion, her defenses cracked. Tears streamed freely. Ethan handed her a towel, his voice unusually gentle. "You're safe here. Both of you." Hours later, after hot soup and dry clothes, little Emily slept peacefully in a bed softer than anything she had ever known. Anna sat nearby, staring at her daughter's calm face. For months they had slept in shelters, under bridges, in corners of train stations. Seeing Emily at peace was more than she had dared to dream. Anna turned to Ethan, her voice low but steady. "You don't even know me. Why did you stop?" Why help us? Ethan paused. For years, he had lived surrounded by people who wanted something from him: money, favors, power. But that night, looking at Anna, he realized how empty his empire felt. Because sometimes, he said slowly, the right thing isn't about knowing someone. It's about seeing them. Anna lowered her head, her hands trembling. We lost everything. My husband, he passed away last year. I tried to keep a job, but with Emily, it was too hard. People look at us like we're nothing. Her voice cracked. Ethan's chest tightened again, a feeling he wasn't used to: empathy. You're not nothing, he said firmly. And tonight, you don't have to fight alone. The rain outside slowed, and for the first time in months, Anna felt warmth that wasn't just physical, it was hope. That night wasn't about a billionaire saving a homeless mother. It was about two broken worlds colliding, and something new sparking from the impact. And though neither of them knew it yet, this simple act of kindness would ripple into something bigger than either could have imagined. And that, my friend, is the truth about life. Money, status, power, none of it matters when you see someone crying in the rain. What matters is whether you stop, whether you reach out, whether you say, "Stay here tonight." Because sometimes, one small act of kindness can change not just a night, but an entire life.